I don't like tattoos, but my fiancée wanted one, so we compromise and we choose the place and size. Well, she got a big one in the worst possible place, and now I'm calling off the wedding. As the title says, I don't like tattoos. I don't think you are special for having one. I don't think you are a deep person for getting a random Chinese character on your skin. I especially don't like those intricate big tattoos that cover a lot of skin. I just don't like them. Having said that, I have friends that have all of the above, and that's fine. It's not on my skin, it doesn't bother me, and as long as we can talk about anything else, it's all fine. Enter my soon-to-be wife. She is 30 and I am 31. We've been together for 5 years. She is painfully aware of my feelings, but she still wanted to have a tattoo before we marry. A symbol of us to carry with her. I didn't really like the idea, but what can I really do? I love her, and what harm can a tattoo do? We talked where she should have it done, and the back of the wrist came as a suggestion. The shoulder, on her leg, on her back was else mentioned. I can't be there with her because I have work and I have important client visiting, so no time off is possible. She texts me during work. She tells me it's done, that she loves me. I ask for a picture of the end result, and she tells me she will show me tonight. It will be a surprise. So, I finally get home. She's dolled up, super tight black dress, stockings, everything for a night of fun. She tells me to go have a shower, and she will have dinner ready in the meantime. I ask to see the tattoo. She tells me later. I am frustrated. Go have the shower, come back, have dinner. Then we go to the fun stuff. I didn't see the tattoo on her wrist or legs, so I think to myself it is either on her back, upper thigh, or her shoulder. I am fine with that. I undo her zipper in the back. Then she turns and lets her dress down. Instant boner killer. She had it done on her chest, above her breasts. It's big and in your face. It leaks above her breasts, like on top of the breasts. It has thick contours. This didn't go well with me. She completely ignored my opinions. She disregarded the places where we agreed she could have it done, and it's a monstrosity of a tattoo in a place where I will always have to see it if we make love, or she wears a bikini or something that has a cleavage. It is also something that is personal to me. Of all the things she mentioned the tattoo will be, she never told me about this. She said she wanted to be a gift to me, to show me her dedication. I feel disrespected, ignored, like my wishes and desires have no meaning to her. To me, it shows what she thinks my status will be in our relationship, that she will just be able to go over anything I say and take drastic decisions without caring of the consequences. Well, a consequence of this is that I am calling off the wedding. She is in freak-out mode. Says she thought I will like it, that she wanted to show her dedication to me, that she will have it removed. Basically, anything she thinks I want to hear. My side of the family is understanding of my reaction. They know my standing on this matter. They know it wasn't something just like to pretend I hate, but secretly love. Her side of the family is split. Her mother is more conservative, so her motives are not too straightforward. Her father is on my side. Her sister is all in on dear sister's side. Her brother is neutral, doesn't want to get involved. To me, even if she gets the tattoo removed, it shows her willingness to ignore my side of things, do things her way, then scramble and try to fix the eventual F up. I can't have that in a relationship. What do you guys think? The wedding is definitely off. That decision I won't revert. What steps would you take regarding the relationship? Is there anything worth saving here? Is this how she will always be? Or was this a spur-of-the-moment decision? Any advice will be appreciated. Thank you. Best comments. OP give more details about the tattoo and answer other questions. Out of curiosity, what was the tattoo of? Wings, with a heart in the middle. Inside the heart, there is a symbol that is a birth sign I have on my body. Well, like an actual birthmark you have. That's really weird. Her tattoo, not you having a birthmark. Yes, I have a birthmark that looks like a flower. Think 5 petals. If you'd saw it, you'd think I had a flower form pressed on my skin, and it left a mark there. So, she had the tattoo with wings on the side, symmetrical, above her breasts over her chest. The wings grow from the shape of a heart, and in the middle of the heart is the flower. That is a replica of my birthmark. Unmistakably what it is. I feel bad for not wifey, as that's a big gesture, and I'm sure she's devastated that it's gone over so poorly. But you guys don't communicate, so it is better that you not get married. Well, communication was not an issue. She knew well ahead of time of my opinion of tattoos, but we had also discussed where she should get her tattoo. At no point had we agreed on the chest. The face, neck, chest, belly, those were all excluded. We discussed wrist, arm, shoulder, lower back, back of the shoulder, the legs. Then she comes home with this. And it was never supposed to be this big. Honestly, I see where you're coming from, but this, and the whole post, makes you sound very controlling. There is no compromise about what she can or can't do with her body. It's her choice. Just like it's your choice if you want to stay with her based on those decisions. He already made a compromise. She wanted one. He didn't want her to have one, but went along with it conditionally. She then proceeded to shit all over him and his compromise. Update number 1, 3 days after the first post. I would like to thank those who provided feedback and perspective and have not straight out called me an asshole. We will continue with the wedding as planned. We realize we still need to work on our communication, but we are also painfully aware how miserable we both were during this whole ordeal. This has been our first serious fight. What happened? Insecurity. She had this idea that I don't think she is dedicated to our relationship. She wanted to prove it somehow. Turns out, the end result wasn't something she was that happy with either. My initial reaction didn't help, and for the next few days things spiraled out of control. After the post here on Reddit, I decided we need to sit down and put our ducks in order. I love her, and she loves me, and there was no reason why we would not be able to untangle this mess. Why I hate tattoos. All she knew is that I am not a fan of them, but not the reason. When I was younger, a lot younger, I was horribly abused by someone that had many tattoos. I don't associate people that have tattoos with abusers, but I am also not a fan of the tattoo culture because of it. She didn't know, because I never talked with her about it. I suppose I never wanted her to think I am vulnerable or that I was. You can imagine, after these many years, my thoughts on the matter are still mixed. Anyway, she was horrified to learn about this and started crying. She will have the tattoo removed. After the original post, I have come to the conclusion that her new skin decoration is something I will have to live with, but at the end of the day, she is the one I want, and a mild annoyance will not define our relationship. I told her this, but she will get it removed anyway. I think she is horrified by the revelation. We also decided on couples counseling to see if it is something that will work for us. If either of us will be uncomfortable, we will not continue with it. We also decided not to be assholes to one another in petty matters. I will wear shorts again, god damn it. That was a funny conversation. We won't impose restrictions on one another. I will go out with friends and watch football with them again. She can go meet her friends. We will put a lot of work in ourselves individually and as a couple. Turns out, we have a problem with communication. But the prospects are positive. Her insecurities didn't want me to go out with friends, because some of them are single, and what if they bring women there that tempt me? So, she always had to be there. But she doesn't like football, so you can see where this is going. I am happy with the results of the original post. She is happy I took the initiative and broke the ice. My fears were she had the tattoo done as a power play. But there was no malice. I want a relationship of equals, where a decision can be made as a couple. We will see where this is going, but the last 2 days have been good. I was asked this question, so here is the answer. We live together. We own a house 50-50. The night of the tattoo reveal, I went to my parents. She went to her parents. Essentially, until 2 days ago, none of us lived home. She said she doesn't want to be there if I am not there. As a closing note, this could have been a huge mistake for both of us. Communication is key. I urge couples out there to learn from my story and open up to one another. Had I done that sooner, I would have never been here. Thank you. Best comments. OP clarifies the reason for the change of heart. I don't know if you wrote the original post when you were still very angry, but this update makes the whole story seem a lot different. In the first post, you're calling off the wedding. In the update, you're saying you want to stay with her no matter what because you love her. What made you change your mind? In the initial post, I was still very mixed feelings, as reflected by the comments there as well, and a little defensive as well. But then, as more comments were coming in, and seeing the opinions of others, and especially those from people in the chat and PMs, it was clear I still have to talk with her. Plus, the reason itself why I hate tattoos, which she was not aware of. Once we had a chance to talk, and decided to be fully honest with one another, it was amazing. And our talk was not a few minutes, a hug, and all was good. We sat there for hours. It was refreshing to find out we both have some insecurities that are not founded. They had no legs to stand on. These last 2 days we have talked constantly, We shared thoughts and ideas, and it is a great feeling to experience this level of intimacy. It's like we are rediscovering ourselves, but in a very familiar setting. My opinion on tattoos hasn't changed and will never change. The problem was never from a physical point of view. It is about what they represent to me. I didn't think she is less of a woman right now, or that she is somehow different. But the tattoo is a symbol of something I hate, and I don't understand why my reaction to it is necessarily an evil one. We talked through the issue. Right now, it is not as important. I can learn to live with the tattoo. I can't live without her. Now that I understand why she had it done, what her thought process was, I met her halfway. But also for clarity, I hope my post was written well enough. She is choosing to remove it herself. After our talk 2 days ago, that was no longer my decision, once clarity settled. She regrets it. Both because it didn't end up how she thought it would be, and because now she also understands where I come from and what they represent to me. We are working on ourselves now. The tattoo is a secondary concern right now.